Hey all you trailblazers, this is Mrs. Monson and I'm going to show you a quick makerspace on how to make little corner bookmarks, or if you have a really big book, a large one. And all you need is a square piece of paper. It can be any kind of piece of paper, and I'll show you in a minute how to make a square if you don't know how to make a square. And if you want to decorate, if you've got some stickers or just a marker, we can show you that. So first, Ms. Monson, I don't have a square. Okay, so how do we know it's a square? It's got 4 equal sides and 4 corners. So we need a square. So let's say you want to use this really pretty blue. It's like Trailblazer blue. But that doesn't quite look like a square. These top sides look a little bit long. So here's a simple trick to make a square. Have it set the rectangle out in front of you with the long sides going this way. Take this top left corner and fold it down, and be really careful that you make these sides meet, as neat as you can. And if you have kind of small hands, you might ask for a grown-up or maybe an older brother or sister who's got a little bit larger hands to help with this part. So I'm going to hold it here, and here's a trick to get a really good crease. You hold your finger here and do this up the middle, and then go up. That gets a really good crease, and then go down, and that gets a really good crease. And so now you notice you have this great triangle, and there's a right angle there, and this skinny long rectangle of extra paper. Well, we need to get rid of that to make our square. So you can do it 2 ways. I'm going to mark it with a pencil so I know where I'm cutting. And that didn't mark very well, but we'll try that again. I'm going to mark it with a pen to know where I'm going to cut, and I just draw it really carefully right along that line. And I open it back up and I see that there's a triangle here and a right triangle here, and that gives me my square. But I have to get rid of this extra, so I'm going to use my scissors and I'm going to cut right along there. And again, my friends, if you've got kind of small hands, this might be a place where somebody with a little bit larger hands can help. So now we've got our perfect square. And any of your friends, my friends who do a lot of origami, you know it's best to start with a perfect square. So we're going to make my square in the shape of a diamond like this. I'm going to take the bottom and corner and match it to the top corner as carefully as I can. I'm going to do that trick again where I hold the corner down and I bring my finger down in the middle, and then I go to the right and the left, and you can use your nail, your fingernail, or just really push hard. Okay, now I'm going to turn it. So now that crease is going up and down. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my bottom corner and bring it up to the top like this. And I'm going to hold my finger here, and I'm going to bring my thumb down, and I'm going to go to the right, and then the right over here. And so now I've got a crease going this way and a crease going this way. All right. So now I'm going to, now my friends, I'm going to bring this back up, and I'm going to take this left corner and I'm going to bring it all the way up to that top corner there. Now, some paper that's really thin is a little bit easier to work with. If it's a little bit thicker paper, you really have to push hard to get a good crease. So that's a crease there, and you can kind of see it there. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to take this right corner and I'm going to bring it all the way up to the top. All right, so now I've got another crease. Now, here's a little bit of a tricky part, but you can do this, my friends. You're going to take, you open my little top triangle, and see this top part looks almost like a tongue sticking out. You're going to take this corner and you're going to fold it all the way down, and you can kind of see where the creases are. It looks like a triangle. If you line everything up along those creases, it should come out great. So I'm going to take my point here and I'm going to hold that down with one finger. I'm going to push up, and then I'm going to go to the right and the left and get a really good crease. Okay, so now, my friends, I'm going to take this right flap and you're going to fold it up, and then you're going to tuck it into this pocket here to make the corner pocket. So I'm going to fold it up like this, and there should already be a crease, and then you're going to fold it over and tuck it in, and then crease it again. So I'm going to do that one more time just to make sure you saw what I did. So I flapped my little tongue down. I took my right corner and I folded it up, gave a crease, and then I folded it over that line and tucked it into the pocket. And notice how it keeps making more and more triangles, different types of triangles here, aren't they? So I'm going to do the same thing on this left side. I'm going to fold it, crease it, make sure that's a good crease. Then I'm going to tuck it into this pocket. Fold that over, and now I have my little corner bookmark. So wherever my book is, I can stick it on the corner and keep my page. You could also maybe put it on the side of your device as something to kind of remind you of just something fun. Now you can decorate it with stickers, or if you like making like a little creature, this would be kind of fun to decorate as a face. So I'm going to make it into a face. I'm going to make it one big eye there, one circle, and another circle. And then I want to make the little pupil of the eye, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to kind of color that in. So it was a half circle, and I color that in. And then another half circle over here, and I color that in. I want to make him kind of a kitty cat. So cats have whiskers, so I'm going to do this. And kind of like a little mouth, like that. And I'm going to make it like a little sassy girl cat, so she's going to have little eyelashes and maybe a little nose. But my kitty cat needs some ears, so I'm just going to cut some more triangles, and then I can glue those little ears on. And I would just glue those ears on like that. And then I have my little cat critter corner bookmark, my friends. I would love to see what you make. Now, some of you may have remembered I did this as a makerspace in the library. Some of you didn't get a chance to do that. So I hope you try it at home. I hope you try to make some squares and do a lot of folding and show me what you've done.